day 4 of vacationing. It's the Sabbath for us, the Shabbat, the weekly Shabbat. And so many have asked, what do you do on the Sabbath, Bear? Well, we'll show you today. We start by hanging out on the couch with the little one, who's eating a turkey pepperoni stick and a cheese stick. We're watching the Storybots, and I'm sitting here reading my word. Now I'm setting up to do my Bible readings for YouTube. Super exciting on the Sabbath. We'll do 2 Corinthians and 2 Samuel today, which you can watch in a different video. All right, just read my Bible, Old Testament, New Testament. Now I'm gonna upload those, and my wife is awake, and it sounds like most of my kids are awake, and so I'm gonna go hang out with my wife while my videos upload, and then we'll see what the day brings. And always more coffee is indicated. So now we're sitting outside on the porch, just chilling, talking about the Father's Word and headship and leadership and stewardship and power and endurance and purpose and mission statements for your life, and just chilling. I don't know how exciting today's video is going to be for y'all, but so many have asked, what do we do on Shabbat? This is what we do on Shabbat, and I'm comfortable with at least sharing this with y'all today, because not looking to monetize this video or earn any money on the Father's Day of rest, and we just chill. We rest. We're hanging out. Sleep in and fellowship and read the Word and meditate on the Word. It's intentionally unexciting. We're just hanging out, listening to the dulcet tones of a hammer hoe about 300 yards away, because they don't know what the Sabbath is, but that's okay. I do. Show me how you Shabbat.
This is our Shabbat. The sun beat down on me. Got a glass of sweet tea. In my pajamas. On a comfy couch. I'm golden.
Good job. So we're gonna make some steaks for lunch. It's coming up to lunchtime as I glide on this glider chair, making all of y'all seasick. So we're gonna grill them. Now, some people would say you don't light a fire on the Sabbath. I mean, you can read about that in Numbers 15. Dude that was gathering sticks, a prohibition against work. I will not be working, I promise you, when I light this grill. And people have different definitions of what work is, and we don't need to dive into those rabbit holes. I would say that if you cook 6 days a week, that's your job, you're a homemaker or a chef or something like that, then seethe what you will seethe and bake what you will bake. But I don't do that. In fact, it brings me great joy to cook for my family. I like it, and my heart is in the right place when I do it, so it's not a deal breaker for me. But I would go with the Spirit on all these things. Pray over it, and restful. You're commanded to be restful on the Sabbath, and you're commanded to do no work, and nobody's to work for you. And so, for example, like when you have 3 businesses in the ministry, our people aren't at work right now working for us. They're not earning revenue. We're not earning revenue. And so that's the do no work thing for me, balanced by there's some things that we do or have done in the past where I'm like, this isn't work, and then you start doing it and it's like, ugh. And the moment ugh happens, now it's work. Now your heart condition is not right. Now you're not being restful. You're not being mindful of the Father on his day, because the Sabbath is his day. Exodus 20, remember the Sabbath and keep it holy, keep it set apart, keep it sanctified. And so if you find yourself going in the middle of doing something that does not present itself as work, that is work, you should stop doing it because your heart's not right. All that being said, I'm not into earning on the Sabbath. And then you can see here, even Refuge Medical, we have a counter on right now that says, hey, we will be back. What does it say? Our store will be back online after Shabbat in 8 hours, 44 minutes, and 19 seconds as of the time of this recording, because do no work. So grilling steaks for me is not work, which is why we're gonna go do it. All right, it's time for some lunch, or to start lunch, preparing lunch anyway. So
Dad,
what, baby?
I just read the time.
You just read the time?
Yeah, it's almost lunchtime.
It is almost lunchtime. So because it's almost lunchtime, we are going to be dealing with 2 ribeyes and 4 fillets. And we're going to let these come up to room temperature as we light the grill. Start with a little olive oil. Flippy flip.
What?
I'm talking to the people, but you want to come grind salt for me? Be my other set of hands?
Oh, like internet people, not
Yeah.
people.
All right.
Okay.
Olive oil, check.
Go on.
Yep. Woo, that peppers.
Well, because you got it. Oh, you don't have to shake her. You got the poorer side.
Go ahead. Grind salt. A profuse and absurd amount of salt. So I just do salt, pepper, and onion powder on meat. Real meat. Okay?
No McDonald's nuggets.
Real meat.
And usually garlic if we have garlic, but we don't have garlic.
Yeah, I don't like garlic on steaks. My wife does.
Yeah.
All right, do the other side.
There's some good looking fillets.
Those are some good looking fillets. All right. Season heavily with salt and pepper and a sprinkle of onion powder. Go on with you, girl. Don't be shy with it.
Oh no.
Your hoodie arm is gonna taste delicious now. Ta-da! Got the grills from the middle to the right so that I have direct heat and indirect heat. So we're gonna sear about 2-3 minutes on each side, then move to indirect heat. And then we also have some zucchini and some asparagus that's gonna go on here. We'll add the zucchini and the asparagus at the end. Yay, neighbors. Indirect heat. We're gonna let those fillets go for about another 10 minutes on indirect heat. I already pulled the ribeyes, got them wrapped in tinfoil because they were half the thickness of the fillets. We swapped to another cutting board as well because you really don't want to be putting your cooked meat where the raw meat was, and they don't have any, what do they call that, polyphenolonic hard plastic cutting boards here. They just have these bamboo ones, which is less than ideal for meat, but it's what we got. So we shall make do, right? Tell the people, right?
Yes.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
And we think we're gonna go hiking later,
Yeah.
to a waterfall or something.
To a waterfall.
So, good times. And we're gonna throw some matzah on here to warm it up at the last minute.
You want me to go get matzah?
Sure. Always matzah. I think my head's crooked. I can't get this hat to sit right no matter what I do. And it's probably not the hat, it's probably my head. Angry American. Here's a little philosophical moment for you while we wait 3 more minutes to pull these steaks. I've already pulled the asparagus and letting it cool. But talking about purpose, what is your purpose? Why were you fearfully and wonderfully made? And if you don't know the answer to that, you should look inside of yourself, and ultimately you should look higher than that to your creator. You should ask, why am I here? What do you need me to do? You will get a response, and he will speak to you in languages you can understand. For example, our mission statement, our purpose at Barren Dependent and Refuge Medical is to save lives while in service to the Father's kingdom and experiencing the abundance of his provision and blessing. My personal mission statement is to save the world, one person at a time. Yeah. So when you have a purpose, when you know what that is, that makes life and the hardships that come with life, the trials and tribulations, the slings and arrows, tolerable. You can endure. And see, when you know what your purpose is, you can build endurance. You receive endurance because what you're doing is bigger than yourself. Endurance matters because without endurance, you can't execute power. And power is one of those things that people are afraid of, but you need it. You have an inherent power in you. It comes from your creator. It was gifted to you. It's part of that thing that was fearfully and wonderfully made by him in his image. That power belongs to him, but you are a steward of it. You use that power to execute on headship, leadership, and stewardship with endurance for your sense of purpose for why you were made. When you do that, you are in line with the will of the Father. You are doing what he made you to do, and you are a fully actualized human being. You are a weaponized human being on the battlefield of life to take the field for good and do the good things, the things that matter. So at the end of an age, you will hear, well done, good and faithful servant. And you will never wonder, did I have an impact? Was my life meaningful? Doesn't mean we don't have regrets. We do. Doesn't mean that life isn't still visited by pain and suffering. It is. But when you know what your purpose is, that purpose gives you a mission statement for your life, something to execute on the North Star that brings you back to, should I do this or shouldn't I do this? Is this the right thing or the wrong thing? That purpose gives you endurance. And when you have that endurance, you can execute that power, that authority that you've been given by your Creator for good, to do the things that He created you to do in the first place, because it's not an accident that you're here. And so if you don't know what that purpose is, seek His face, ask Him, and He will tell you, to save lives while in service to the Father's kingdom and experiencing the abundance of His provision and blessing. It's the company's mission statement. Mine, my purpose, is to save the world, comma, one person at a time. Oh yeah, looking beautiful. Now we let these rest before we cut. We play the warming up the matzah on the grill game. And then we feast. It is the feast of unleavened bread, you know. So for everybody who's like, you can't be cooking, so that every man may eat. And I would submit that man and his household, aka my children and my wife, so that every man may eat. And my heart is totally in the right place right now. I am joyous. I am looking forward to this. What did Yeshua say in the upper room? I have longed to observe this Passover with you. Oh, how I have looked forward to doing this Passover with you. I'm looking forward to this. Whose plate is what?
This is mine.
This is yours?
Yep.
Okay.
Because Roy is involved.
Asparagus?
Yeah, just
You want some grilled zucchini?
no.
You want a flatbread?
Yes.
You want a whole fillet or you want to cut up?
I want a whole one.
Okay, which one?
And I'm thinking that one.
This one right here. You got it. There you go.
Yum yum.
Get us. Who's next?
Mary.
I knew it, and I was going to give you a spot of butter. Get a plate, Sean? You want a fillet? Or do you want half of one? How about this one? It's small. Here, I'll take the ancillary parts off. There you go. How's that? Do you want grilled zucchini?
No.
Asparagus.
A little bit.
And flatbread. Half whole. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Bubba, you're gonna get some. Well, get up and get a plate then, son. Filet or ribeye?
What's the difference?
They're both awesome. This is leaner and more tender. This is tastier and fatter. Filet? Okay. Plate. There's a filet for you. Grilled zucchini.
I don't think.
Then you shall have some asparagus. Whole or half? Half?
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Be gone with you, boy.
I'm passing by.
Mm-hmm. Here, come here.
If you guys are talking to me, I can't hear you.
Okay.
What else is new? There you go. And somebody should put the salt and pepper on the table. Well, looks like Dad's flying solo on the grilled zucchini. That's okay. We've got some asparagus. We've got some zucchini. Salt and pepper's in front of me over here, son.
Okay.
Right there.
Good.
Like so. And then we have we're gonna try this. Yeah. That was good to go. Here we have what's called a ribeye. You know what? I want that bottom one. Oh, yes. Uh-huh. And then there was ribeye. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is the appropriate ratio of green to meat on a plate, for sure. Let's go ahead and take care of these guys as well, because then we top all that off with a piece of grilled matzah, because the Father is awesome. How is it?
Good. Delicious.
Good?
Very good.
Is it really?
Praise God.
It's really, really, really
It's
good.
awesome.
You're missing out.
Hey, you should come eat some.
I approve.
I approve. All right, so we're getting ready to go on our hike. We're packing a day pack again. You know, how do we do the Sabbath? Here's an example. We're gonna be out in the world, but we don't do business on Shabbat. So we're bringing water with us, snacks with us, anything else we might need will be with us so that we don't have to engage. Now, if there's an emergency, sure, that's why we have the grace of Messiah, but we don't knowingly abuse the grace of Messiah. And so we take whatever preparations we can, knowing we're gonna go out in the world so that we don't have to engage, do no business, right? So this way we don't have to do business, bring a day pack with us. Simple stuff, water, snacks, whatever.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Why are dogs all real?
They are
Real. Not real.
not real, but real.
Yeah, real.
Gotcha.
They are real. Anyway. So I think they remind me of wild dogs.
Without falling. What? I said without falling.
You can just walk across. You have boots.
Yeah. Good job. Yeah, good fish.
The water baby has found the water, and this may be as far as we hike.
Is it minnows or tadpoles?
She wants to hold the minnows.
Those look tadpoles.
Yep, that's it. She's in there. She's done.
I have shoes on. I can't step in the water.
Best attraction.
You have rain boots.
Careful though. I love you.
You know, it's pretty out here, and it's nature, but nature in the city is still in the city, and it makes me very thankful for all the nature we have not in the city. You see right here, that's a retaining wall, so this is cool. It's very cool, but I'm so thankful we have things comparable to this out in the middle of nowhere that the Father has seen fit to bless us with and allow us to have headship, leadership, stewardship over. It is very pretty. It's also very much so in the middle of the city. Y'all know how I feel about that.
Dad.
Did you have a pocket full of cheese sticks?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
Good job.
Meh.
Two other thoughts come to mind. The first is the hesitancy with which people who are clearly from this area move about in this area. Like they want to engage, but they don't quite. The second is we've gone a quarter of a mile in 50 minutes. So the whole I'm a bug out with my toddler thing, not so much. Third observation, people who aren't used to moving along trails, including this one, which is a clearly defined trail, make as much noise as a herd of cattle coming down this trail. Things to think about. And this trail is a clearly defined trail. I didn't put it there. Did you put it there?
No, I just found it.
Your hair's tremendous today.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
I looked up like this.
Come on, Weasel. You know, one of the primary reasons we're doing this is because since my dad passed, I became very aware of all the things that I wished we had done when he was still alive, when I was a younger man. And I don't want my kids wishing their dad had spent more time with them. It's a life lesson for me. Maybe it can bless y'all too.
We got cheese grits and we got cheese sticks. Woo!
That
Is it cold?
Yeah.
What'd you find?
Turtle over on there on the rocks.
Hey, turtle. Very cool.
Yeah.
We'll put them back when we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finding turtles is not new for us.
No, it's really not.
We have a lot of turtles at our house.
I mean, we haven't found many turtles recently because winter, but
Right.
Dad, can I hold the turtle?
The wonders of turtling. He's not eating the apple. Not yet.
I'm not hungry yet. Excuse me.
And headed back to the car now. Total time on trail has been 1 hour and 41 minutes. We've gone 0.85 miles. Well, when the world ends, I'm just gonna bug out to the woods. Okay, bring your toddler. So this little trail is 1.7 miles long. We're about 3/4 done. And the toddler has adopted the mantra of, I'm exhausted, I'm exhausted, I'm exhausted. And she's fallen and skinned her knee once. And her older brother has fallen and skinned his knees twice. So again, the whole, I'm gonna bug out to the woods when the world ends. You might be hardcore. What about your family? And I would submit, mine's pretty hardcore. We do this pretty regularly. We live in this. And are you tired? Yeah.
I'm really tired.
Are you exhausted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am so exhausted.
So exhausted.
Yeah, I even saw like 10 butterflies today.
You saw like 10 butterflies today? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
One was white, one was purple, one was pink, one was light pink, one was light blue, and one was light green.
That's awesome.
And one was rainbow, which I loved.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Even it goes rainbow, 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 rainbow. It goes 4 rainbows.
Okay.
It was so beautiful.
So beautiful.
Yeah, its wings were the same color.
You are a chatterbox now, aren't you?
It is so beautiful.
Whoop. And there it goes.
Down to the water.
And there was a snake. Right there. Good find.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Can I see it?
It's gone now, sweetheart.
Yeah, it went into the water.
We're back to the trailhead. Just a couple minutes from the car. Total time, 2 hours, 10 minutes for 1.7 miles. And now, we go home and rest because it's the Sabbath.
And it's vacay.
And it's a vacay. And now one of my favorite pastimes on Shabbat, reading. A little tidbit for you here on Shabbat. I was just scrolling through Instagram, which probably wasn't the most restful, peaceful thing that I could be doing. I saw a comment on somebody's page talking about arresting pedophiles and wanting to know when the Hollywood elites and the deep state are going to be exposed for trafficking children. You know what? They should be. But I got to tell you, it is the most annoying thing in the world to hear people harping on that without actually harping on the fact that it's a $150 billion per year industry, and 87% of children come out of the foster home system, and 80% of them know the person who trafficked them. Is Hollywood and the deep state involved? Yeah. Are they the prime source of the problem? Not even close. Police your own damn neighborhood. Everybody wants big change over there rather than real change right here. Nobody wants personal responsibility. Everybody wants somebody else to do it for them. It's disgusting. Nap time. And now we feast upon leftovers so that we can go to the roller coaster at sundown.
Feast before unleavened ends.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the last of the leavening feast. And then we go to the roller coaster at sundown. And then there will probably be some leavening. I might get a slice of pizza or something. Anyway.
We have fun.
A dinner of leftovers now.
Yes. Which is filet.
Yeah, it's 6:35.
Filet pizza.
Yeah, we're making filet matzo pizza. I know, life is tough. Sun will go down in about an hour. The sun going down over the horizon.
Kind of looks like a peaches color.
Peaches color. Inbound to the roller coaster. And yes, I know, my wife's windshield needs to get cleaned. I think it's a great idea. You're in charge of that. You can come do that. Wonderful.
I'm out of fluid.
You're out of fluid. Bad prepper. Also, I was just perusing the comments earlier, and somebody said, Barry, you need to put that phone down and just have a vacation with your family. I've been doing that. Believe me, I've been doing that. Not only that, this is for them as well. It's not just for y'all, because one day when I'm dead and gone, they'll be able to go back and go, hey, remember that time we did that thing? Yeah, there's a video of it. So it's a documentary.
Yeah.
It's a documentary. All right, inbound roller coaster.
Bananas.
Is that your new song?
Yeah. Bananas. Raining bananas.
It's raining bananas, apparently. It's a big deal.
Yes.
So the toddler is delirious. So my wife was just saying this roller coaster is either going to be totally epic or a total meltdown.
Give up.
We don't know yet.
We'll see.
We'll see. And I never actually did get a nap either, so I might have a total meltdown as well. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Tickets.
They're watching the Buzz song.
They have a good taste in music.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, she does talk you through it.
I don't know if I'll get any footage of this, but we'll see what happens. Square toe boots for the win. This whole part of the track's assisted. Here we go.
Press your handles forward,
Yes, sir.
and I dare you not to use your brakes.
There we go. What up, kid?
Slow down your car.
How was it?
Awesome.
It was awesome.
Their
How was
music
it, Aspen?
Nice.
It was nice.
I heard her.
Yeah, I heard her screaming.
Yeah, she was. We hit that first hill. She was like,
I know. I passed them right as she was screaming.
You picking boogers?
Oh, that's me. I was like, who is that crazy person? I was like, oh, no, we're going again.
This is a slightly atypical Shabbat, but usually after sundown we go and do something interesting as a family, or
yeah,
the kids,
we'll
or
go get dinner.
we'll go get dinner, or go to a movie, or the kids will go roller skating or something. So
We're going again.
On the radio thing, speaker, on the second lap or track, the judge did not put the brakes on. I'm the only person that did it out of all of us.
that's because you're a 12-year-old boy. You
Yeah.
didn't have a brain. Good job. And with that, Bear Nation, we love y'all, bless y'all, Shabbat Shalom.